where you go, right, they're in the box and that will be gone. That will be
What
gone.
about players that like surprised you and you thought they had a long future, but they're looking a bit nervy?
Let's talk, KG. Let's talk.
Because
it's time for the legenda. It's time for the legenda.
No.
I don't even know
if it's factual what I'm seeing, what we're all seeing, but no one really wants to.
No, but was it a stinker or was it? Does it come down as a stinker and a one-off performance type thing, or was it? This could be who Licha is. That's the question that I'm asking myself right now. Is that a stinker or?
My answer to this, and this will be my final answer, because I think we've seen enough of Licha. I think personally, to decide what you're saying, because he's a competent player in some aspects and not competent in other aspects. On the ball, when we have it and we're high up, and you see how we played once we got our heads above water, like the last 20 minutes, moving the ball around quite quickly. Everyone's playing with a bit of zip. Fine, he'd be okay with that because he's good on the ball. The other side of the game, what we've built him up to be, and I'm saying we've because I've been there, Butcher. He should be in there instead of Gabriel. He should be in there instead of this. He's one of the ones we can actually kind of take and say he can get into a couple combined 11s. Come on, man. No. This Butcher thing that we've given him and he's bought into, and we've done it as a fan base, he's not that. This angry little man, like I don't mean to say little, but just this angry man is going around like trying to prove the Butcher thing, and just because you know why I'm saying little, actually subconsciously I can say it because that's now what it seems to me. It looks like a little man who's running around trying to prove I'm not that little, and it's not working. He's not that guy. You can't leave him on an island to defend himself. He's not. Obviously, we have to say it as it is. He's not big in stature, so he can just little bro people and edge them off the ball. Look at Lenny Yoro, yeah? And I know it's very, very early. I'm not saying, he's the best defender in the world.
I think you should use another player like DeLittle or Maguire or something to get.
No, because they're slow as well, though. It's a bit because they're big. They can dominate people in the air. They can. You've seen Maguire do it with loads of headers. Shoulder man a bit, and Maguire's slow. Like Licha can move quicker than him. DeLittle is marginally quicker than Maguire. He's not the quickest. So it's not really about how quick you are. It's about the stature. I don't want to use them.
Dominance.
Do you know what? Let's just go to the top guys. Let's just go to Saliba, Gabriel, Konate, even Van der Ven when he's fit. Like those types of guys, Van Dijk, oh my God. Like these are the guys, where you go, that's a proper set. You can't, no, nothing's getting past. Yeah. And Licha is not that. And in this system, especially in the two wide centre-backs, they need to be comfortable, obviously, stepping out really, really high. I saw Lenny Yoro in midfield sometimes, pressing yesterday.
It was good,
comfortable. And then someone else got in. Was it Son in the second half? And he just put the burners on. He said, nope, you're not getting through there. On the ball, lovely. Tall. Like, we need that on the left side. I'm convinced of it. And Licha's not. He can be in the squad, but we just need to pipe down a bit. Licha is not the guy that we've built him up to be because it was refreshing. That's my analysis on him.
Owen, what are you saying?
Look, I think because he was at fault for 2 goals last night. The first one where he just sort of flicks it into the box, I think that's just really sloppy. I mean, I think any centre back can do that. That's not really like a long term. Oh, I tell you what, for the bloody hell, that's just really, really poor and really, really average. The one that concerned me more was the third goal of just the ease that Solanke just went past him. Like he wasn't really there. He comes up to him anyway, and then Licha kind of backs off a little bit because he's like, oh, here we go. And then he just cuts inside and he doesn't get near him anyway. And he's just beaten by like pace and power. And I think the top centre backs that doesn't really happen to. And I think there's a place for him, certainly in the sense of, he did what he did at the weekend for the Ahmad goal, where he does have that ball where he's on the left side, he can play it over the top into the channels. And that annoyed me a little bit yesterday too, because when you play Spurs and Flex, you would have seen it actually being there. Like that ball over the top is so on.
Nobody ran.
Nobody ran on every time.
Bruno a couple of times in the first half.
Yeah, because their line is so high, and you could tell also too that I think clearly Amorim had told him just fucking switch every time you're in, and we couldn't take control of it, and we couldn't take advantage of that. But moving forward with Licha, well, I think there's a reason we're once again being linked to left centre backs, isn't it? And I'm not saying that answer is Jared Brantwaite or whatever, but if you look at him as like the stature of a player, Brantwaite's what, like 6'2", maybe 6'3", something like that. Decent on the ball. I don't know what his recovery pace is totally like, but I think I see those wide centre backs still having to have a bit about them, not only in terms of recovery pace, but also height. You know, I think that they're looking for the total defender. And it'll be interesting to see if that does happen, what they do with Licha, actually. If he's going to play that left centre back spot, if they try and move him to another position, you know, because that could be a possibility too. I don't know. But yeah, that is a concern. To balance it out with something positive, I thought once again, Manuel Ugarte, yeah, he's an animal.
He's
everywhere.
He's phenomenal.
An animal.